Next, we stop in at Champion School, where staff and students recently continued a tradition of fundraising by staging a 30-hour famine. Students say it's one of the highlights of the year, going 30 consecutive hours at school living on nothing more than water and fruit juice.
I think the last thing I ate was part of a chocolate bar.
For the past 10 years, the 30-hour famine has been a fundraiser for junior high students at the school.
Well, we just go around and we ask people and tell them about what we're doing, and then we ask them to donate money to our cause.
This year, the cause is to fund a school in Nairobi that's in desperate need of school supplies. Nothing. They had no pencils, they had no crayons, they had no paper to color on. Barbara Wade is with A Better World Canada, an Alberta-based humanitarian organization. She gave the students a PowerPoint and video presentation on how the money they raise will be spent.
And I have a list from the director of the school of the number of supplies she needs, which is she needed books, she needs binders, she needs paper, she needs pencils, she needs crayons. And we could probably spend all the money that the kids will raise and more just to outfit them for another year of school supplies.
Junior high teacher Nathan Jackson has been a part of every 30-hour famine since it began. He says, in addition to the tens of thousands of dollars this small school has raised over the years, the famine also fits perfectly with the social studies curriculum and global studies.
There's such a focus on this global community that we live in now. And so this is such a great opportunity to them to see a little bit more outside of just this little bubble that they've grown in or grown up in. Most of them are farm kids, they've been out on the farm their whole life, and they don't get much exposure to a lot of other things. So for them to be able to see these videos of these kids in Africa or other places of the world that are really struggling, I think it opens their eyes a little bit and ties them in a little bit more into that global community that we're becoming so much a part of.
Over the 30 hours, students stay active by playing games, watching movies, and turning their classrooms into bedrooms for the sleepover. But one of the major activities is community service. To keep the students busy and their minds off empty stomachs, teachers give them something worthwhile to do.
Last year, we went over to the cemetery and we raked the branches from the sides, and then we gathered them and then threw them in the dump. And then the second day, we washed benches around the town.
This year, because of bad weather, students worked inside.
We're doing lots of recycling, cleaning out our gym storage room because it was a really big mess, doing our art room, we're cleaning out downstairs in the basement, that kind of thing.
From a teaching point of view, Nathan says the 30-hour famine is more than just a fundraiser. It teaches community service, good citizenship, and concern for others.
We talk so often in school and in health curriculums and things about this idea of empathy. And I think sometimes it's difficult for these kids to put themselves into the shoes of somebody else. This gives them just that, 30 hours of what kids around the world experience every single day.
I think it's good, and it shows us what they're going through constantly, and that we should appreciate that we can go home to a fridge full of food and be able to eat 3 meals a day.